like halfway through, I'm like, give me my arm back. God, this hurts. Help. Somebody help.
Oh my God.
It was like,
I saw your face.
oh God.
And I'm like, why would you put yourself in that situation?
All right, Melissa said 15-minute one, and then we're out.
Yep. We're in a hurry today.
This is the most tired I've ever seen you.
I think it's my body. My upper back hurts from shelling.
Oh my God, we were spread shell all day yesterday, and I did wake up this morning and felt like I could possibly need to be hospitalized, but I think it'll stretch out.
Well, you did use a 12-pound vest, weighted vest.
Yeah. Even my neighbor Aaron was like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to, do crazy stuff.
Yeah, didn't he say you were going to hurt yourself?
Yeah.
That's what I thought every time I looked at you.
It was good. It looks good, though.
Plus, we were drenched in sweat.
Feels good, though, when you accomplish. Like, we had this mound of shell for 2 days. Big dump truck comes and dumps it, and it's like, it's gone. Like, the whole thing's gone, and it just feels good to, like, accomplish. You know what I mean? Like, when you see a mountain of stuff that's disappeared and it's because of your work, it's pretty cool.
I know. That's how I felt last night.
It's kind of like, hey, you did something.
We did it. We moved a mountain.
We moved mountains. We literally moved mountains yesterday. All right, so we're doing a shorty. What did you want to get to?
My sister and her kids came over yesterday, and he hasn't seen them in like a year.
Yeah.
And so I had to introduce them as Auntie Shark, Uncle Shark, and Cousin Sharks. And he loved it. He had a blast. He was making them play all these games, and it's funny when new people come around because he kind of bosses you around.
Yeah.
He puts you in your place and tells you what to do. And if you don't do it, he gets mad. So he almost bit my niece Emma.
Well, I remember the last time that your sister and her family were here. He lined everybody up and made them do those races.
Yes.
Like I don't know what this like hopping like a rabbit, I guess.
Yeah, he had him do it yesterday too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. And then he lined up her whole family on the couch, and they had to sit in a certain place, and then he did his flapping.
It's so funny.
I know.
Like he's got to, but he wants to like separate everybody. Like, okay, you're this family, you're that family. Now you do this, now you do that.
Yes.
I wonder. I was asked you last night. I was like, I wonder if he remembers them. Like, I wonder what his memory is right now. Like when they walk in the door, I wonder if he's like, oh, I remember them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say at this point in his life, no. Maybe when he sees them next, like in 6 months or a year, then he will, because he's a little older. But, I mean, think back to when you were a kid. I don't remember anything before I was 5.
I think I do. I, for a long time, thought I had memories from the womb.
I know. You said that.
I thought I remembered things from being in the womb.
But that's
Is that crazy?
Yes, it is.
I feel like I do, though. Maybe it's just like a bunch of dreams, and I'm like, oh, that must be what the womb's like.
Maybe. I think that's strange.
What do you mean? It's just I've got great.
No, I mean it's good.
I have memories from once being trapped inside a woman's body.
Wow.
And now I don't know. Maybe I remember them. I don't know.
Well, for most people, I would say it's 5 years old.
I'm going to research that today. See if it's actually true that you could have memories from being in the womb.
Maybe.
And see if that's true. Well, I told you last night. I was like, you should get pictures of them and put it on his visual board.
Yeah, I'm going to.
And maybe smart. Like once a week, just say, who is this? And then, because his visual board's really doing good.
Yeah.
Like he picks right up on it. I almost feel like he kind of likes it, because it's setting the day or setting the next day of what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, and all that stuff.
It definitely helps him.
Yeah, and he names the places like that in a second.
Yeah, it's good.
So maybe if I don't know. I even thought about.
She did say she wanted to incorporate people, so it's smart.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it might be a thing where then he'll start remembering them like their names. The
funny thing is a lot of people think me and my sister look similar.
Yeah.
And he said, "You're not mommy."
Oh yeah.
He said, "You're not mommy." He like paused. She's like, "You think I look like mommy?"
That's pretty funny.
I know.
So like maybe he thought like she was trying to fool him, like. You know?
I don't know, but she's like,
But it's funny that he said you're not. Like he didn't say you look like mommy. He's like you're not mommy.
I know.
Like you can't fool me.
Yeah.
You look like mommy, but you're not mommy.
It was funny.
That
He said
is-
it a couple of times.
What would be funny is to have her walk in the room when you're not around and see what he says. Like you know what I mean? I don't know.
I think he'd probably say the same thing, which
Yeah.
is funny.
That is pretty good. You're not mommy. Well, good. I mean, I think I like the visual board thing. I was even thinking too, like setting his day with like foods. Like you're gonna come home. This is gonna be your snack. What's this? You know what I mean? Oh, Chex Mix. Oh, a banana, broccoli. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like making the visual board like an actual, almost like a flow chart of what the entire day is gonna be like.
Yeah, except if you didn't want that food. Like I still think you have to give him choices
Yeah, maybe you're right.
when it comes to that.
Well, maybe at least for the weekend of like, hey, what is this? Beach.
Right.
You know, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So he knows.
So I picked him up from his facility yesterday, and he had a terrible meltdown, which he did for you the day before.
We're on a roll with meltdowns.
So he didn't want to go home. He didn't know where he wanted to go. He just kept telling me to go right. And I'm like, no, Cal, we have to go home.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. It took me about 10 minutes to get him out of the car. Then he had probably a 10 to 15-minute meltdown still at home. And he just snapped out of it from watching his iPad.
Yeah, no go home is becoming a thing. And so it's tough because, like, I mean, we have to go home. Like, where else are we going to go?
Yeah.
And like you said yesterday, like, hey, man, where could we go when you're having this meltdown? Like, we would never go anywhere else right now, you know?
No.
You imagine walking into Target
No.
with that going on. Can't do that. Walking into a restaurant, nope, not doing that, you know?
Yes.
So, we're just on a roll now with these meltdowns. I mean, it's weird because, like we said earlier in the week, like the silence phase where he doesn't want to hear any noise,
Right.
but then he now is making the most noise he ever has.
Yeah, he did screaming.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's something else, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like hardcore screaming.
I've never heard him do that before, ever. I mean,
I know.
I don't know where it came from. I don't know. I don't know, but
he's getting older, and there's all these different phases, and I just kept saying, Cal, where do you want to go? Go right, go right. I'm like, I can't just go right.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's anywhere but home. You know what I mean? Like, he wants to go anywhere but home. And I don't get it because most of the times he gets home, well, I mean, lately the meltdowns do continue for a little bit, but then most of the time, once you get in the house, he's fine. Like, it's like he's...
Yeah, I know.
It just... I don't... Maybe he just wants to control, like, where we're going to go and what we're going to do. And see
everything.
See if he can do it. Well, it's kind of like your sister and her family. Maybe he's just like, hey, I'll line these people up and put them in the trampoline and do everything until I can't, you know? Just...
Well, he did. He made all her kids get into his little tiny trampoline.
Yeah.
And her oldest is getting big now.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to break it, but he got in. All of them got in. Because Cal was not having it any other way.
Yeah. He wants to control. Why did he try to bite Emma?
They were playing Duck Duck Goose. I don't know. He's kind of mean to Emma. Like, he was kept pushing her around and stuff.
Really?
Yes, and my sister said he did it last time.
Huh.
Which I don't remember. So maybe he does remember them. I don't know. Emma's closer to his size than anyone else because she's one of the youngest. And so I think he maybe knows that. But he kept, like, pushing her around.
Like, maybe he's jealous?
Like, pushing her back, pushing her head.
Really?
Yeah, and then it was, like, her turn to do Duck Duck Goose or his. I don't know what happened, but he went to bite her arm. But luckily, she had a jacket on.
Oh.
Like a denim coat. Or denim jacket, whatever.
Well, yeah, it was 88 and humid yesterday. It was a great day for a denim coat. but
I don't know why she had it on. But anyway, it was thick because it was denim. And so luckily he didn't get through it.
Yeah.
But that was going to hurt. And he bites himself.
Maybe she wore
so
the
hard.
denim coat because she knew she was coming here to see Cal. And he was mean to her last time, so she had to protect herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was biting his arm so bad yesterday. I thought he was going to break the skin.
The day before.
During his meltdown.
Yeah, day before, same thing. It was like, I'm like, all right, flesh is coming off now. Like, I can tell flesh is coming off now. And I don't know, guys. I don't get it. I don't
And
know.
seriously, if he went to bite me, like, that would hurt.
Remember, he's done that to me before.
Yeah. His new thing this week has been, like, digging his claws, his fingernails into my back.
I had this was probably like, I don't know, 40 episodes ago, maybe 50. I had this great idea, I thought at the time, when he was biting himself and we're trying to figure out how to stop. I was like, hey, here's what we'll do. The next time he does that, I'll give him my arm and I'll let him bite me. And then I'll show him how bad it hurts. Maybe when he sees the emotion on my face of how bad it hurts me, like he won't do it because he'll know it hurts people.
Yeah.
No, he didn't care. He tried to go right for the bone. I'm like, this was the stupidest idea I've ever had in my entire life. And like halfway through, I'm like, give me my arm back. God, this hurts. Help. Somebody help.
Oh my God.
It was like,
I saw your face.
oh God.
And I'm like, why would you put yourself in that situation?
Dude, remember that movie I Am Legend with Will Smith when those people turned into those things and started eating people? That's what happened.
Oh my God.
I was not the legend. That's the name of my movie. I Am Not Legend.
Oh my gosh. That was a good movie.
Yeah, that is a great movie. I feel like now watching Will Smith stuff, I'm like, were you always crazy, or were you normal back then?
I think
what's going on?
I think there's more clips where he is crazy.
Somebody told me that. Somebody sent me a thing saying like, look at all these. I'm like, I don't want to get involved with it.
Well, it does make you change the way you look at him a little bit.
I got my own problems. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think violence is the answer.
Well,
so.
of course not. That's what I'm saying. I wonder.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever. Okay. Well, you have a long day.
I do. It's supposed to rain today.
Yes. Weather is brought to you by. It is supposed to, but it is such a bummer now. Like I had to take Tyler to school early this morning, which is rare. Usually he goes with there's a girl who lives next door and they go to the same high school, so she drives him. She didn't go today, so I had to take him. And just seeing like the early clouds and the wind, and I'm like, oh, it's just a day of rain. Like we even talk about how sometimes we think or we know that affects Cal.
Yes.
I'm like, well, of course it does. Even I'm a little down, I'm outside and I'm like, oh gosh, no blue sky, no sun, no beach today.
Well, he pretty much swims every day after school.
Yeah.
His therapist takes him outside and he goes swimming. So when he can't do an exercise outside, it's hard.
Yeah, that's a bummer. But all right, well, have a great day. You've got clients all day.
All day.
Working it, making it happen.
Yep.
It looks like you can go back to bed right now, to be honest with you.
I could. I would love to go back to bed.
All right, real quick, check out our Aspire Nutrition Nutrients at dailyautism.com, and you can see the probiotics that we got Cal on. We love this company because they formed it when their son was diagnosed with autism shortly before he became 3 years old. I really do your own research about probiotics, autism, gut health, and brain health. And I think you'll be really, really shocked at how important it is and how many people just either don't know about it or kind of just leave it off the list for the probiotics and the little autism tummies we did for a long time. 26 billion colony-forming units, 12 different strains of probiotics in the Aspire Nutrition line of probiotics. So check that out. Again, our link is at dailyautism.com. You can click the link, see the products we take, and if you have questions about all of the products we take, because it's a lot more than just probiotics, feel free to message us, and we'll give you all the details.
Yep.
All right, let's go crush the day.
Almost the weekend.